In peace, or you will rest in peace. From north, south, west, and east, true man will promote peace. Live your life in war, and you will die in war. Their battles and the scar, we see their blood from far. More peace, you will order. True man have across them border. We don't know what the leaders order. What I see is total disaster. More peace, leaders crazy. Them not care about the newborn baby. And if not about no maybe. Watch this. I feel your pain, you hear my cry. People are live and people are die. Legalize cannabis, crime to high. True man give praises to the most high. Now this the one to kill the world, don't try. System of my case, master for right. Tell you the truth, you know that bonify. I'm on now, come tell no lie. Some are in farmer, some are in my side. Ask them how when we are on right. Who is to blame with the innocent die? When another mother farm, no long cry. System design, we go kill I and I. System design, we go kill I and I. True man, don't shine. Hey, watch this. More peace, you run harder. True man, have across them border. We don't know what the leaders order. What I see is total disaster. More peace, leaders crazy. Them not care about the newborn baby. And if not about no maybe. Watch this. That's why more peace that you want to see. Human promote it instantly. All the body make him the boss and say. Style up and down, it come from where. We are talk about the history and we are talk about we philosophy and we are talk about we artillery, lyrical artillery. Live your life in peace, or you will rest in peace. From north, south, west, and east, true man will promote peace. Live your life in war, and you will die in war. Their battles and the scar, we see their blood from far. More peace, you run harder. True man have across them border. We don't know what the leaders order. What I see is total disaster. More peace, leaders crazy. Them not care about the newborn baby. And if not about no maybe. Watch this. I feel your pain, you hear my cry. People are live and people are die. Legalize cannabis, crime to high. True man give praises to the most high. Now miss the water till the well run dry. System of against Rastafari. Tell you the truth, we know that bonify. I'm on now, come tell no lie. Some are in farmer, some of them are spy. Ask them how, when, where, and why. Who is to blame when the innocent die? When another mother farm, no, don't cry. System designed to go kill I and I. System designed to go kill I and I. True man don't shine. Hey, watch this. You run harder. True man have across them border. We don't know what the leaders order. What I see is total disaster. Leaders crazy. Them not care about the newborn baby. And if not about no maybe. Watch this. That's why more peace that you want to see. True man promote it instantly. All the money make him the boss and say. Stand up and down, it come from where. We are talking about the history and we are talking about the philosophy and we are talking about the artillery, lyrical artillery.
Yeah, man, it is I and I, cause I'm Davis, you know. I mean, I said the time is now. We got to rise and shine, you know, people, cause now. This is a Bobby Wrong and try to take this thing too far.
Yeah.
So we have to big up all of the man them called the Truths and Rights show, live and direct on YouTube. I know so them uplifting the people, them with truths and right and progress. And teaching the youth them positiveness. So kick it off, Yannick. I don't know it's their righteousness. Again. Yeah, man, it's I again, you know, cause I'm Davis and we say youths and youths don't to give up in this time, you know. As a matter of fact, no time. Cause we say the motivation morning show, you know, the True Man show, live and direct, you know, on YouTube. Check it out, Yannick. Lord of His mercy, I'm telling you so to give up in this time. Yeah. God does it, can't give up. I know it's true. You got to hold your head. Hey, Lord. Hey, youth, Now give you up on no time. I know the road is lucky and it's full of a slide. You got to stand firm in this judgment time, or else you lose your mind. Now give you in no time. You know our sister mommy said them keep on trying. Most time could I never deny. Well, mama say cause you got to work hard with a clean hands and pure heart to get a reward. No follow no one, don't you be no fraud. Put your trust in the most high Jaja. I know my foundations of the roof, so I have to always be the truth. No folly ground, them can't come for loose. Now give in no time. I know the road is lucky and it's full of a sign. Got to stand firm in this judgment time, or else you lose your mind. Now give in no time. The brothers and sisters about me said them keep on trying. Most time could I never deny it. I said them I run the place, but them made us slowly. Them on the top, but them at the bottom of the pit. I'm sneaking on the glass and me catch enough a weeper. This get a use make me griever. Papa say cause I'm a know you can do. Organize and centralize the people no counterfeit. That you don't do Africa donation please. Home sweet don't make me please. I know my foundations of the roof, so I have to speak the truth. No falling down, them can't come pollute. I man got to stand resolute. Salute, now give in no time. I know the road is lucky and it's full of a slide. I've got to stand firm in this judgment time, or else you lose your mind. Now give in no time. Bill Warriors is about me, so them keep on trying. Most time, don't you ever deny it. No more. Fire burn them guinea gaga, son of the morning. They use them wise in the king that club, just them chanting. I tell you there is no need to bargain. Hey, Dukes, now give in no time. I know the road is lucky and it's full of a side. You got to stand firm in this judgment time, or else you lose your mind. Now give in no time. I know the road is lucky and it's full of a slide. Most time, don't you ever deny it. Oh, that's I'm representing for Yanni. It's the motivational show. I tell you, I'm on. Righteousness we come for deal with. Yeah. Hey, you, now give in no time. I know the road is lucky and it's full of a slide. You got to stand firm in this judgment time, or else you lose your mind. Now give in no time. You know it's just about me, say them keep on trying. Outside, could I never deny it. Hey, time to give it up. Keep my working smart. I tell you, Yanni, cause I'm representing. I know, say, a positive and every time, not give in no time. I know the road is lucky and it's full of a sign. Got to stand firm in this judgment time, or else you lose your mind. Not give in no time. I know the road is lucky and it's full of a sign. Most time, don't you deny. Oh. I tell righteousness over evil every time. Yeah, man.
Last one.
Truman International Field Marshal, no partial. You don't know we are 5-star general. You don't know Motivation Academy. Follow me. Ladies and gentlemen, you're in tune to the main event. The beat maker from Jamaica. Stevie Culture. Well, I got what it takes to rock the place. Well, Stevie Culture, let the place will turn up the place. People rocking all night with smile on their face, on face. You know what? Because we got the beat to make you rock, and we got the drum sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. The one you're gonna take me to the top. Because we got the beat to make you rock, and we got the drum sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. The one you're gonna take me to the top. And you know when the beat start bouncing, and then people start jumping, you hear the beat and you got to do something. Well, even the baby in the crib start bouncing. We're rocking the stage, of the bar and the club scene. I'm gonna drop the wickedest sound, making you know I am the best around town. Everywhere we go, we just tear it down. You wanna know why? Because I got the beat to make you rock, and I got the drum sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. This one is gonna take me to the top. Because I got the beat to make you rock. And I got the boom sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. This one is gonna take me to the top. Hey, the lyrics of the songs I sing, I don't have to edit. If I got to do that, forget it. True man make this beat so he'll get all his credit. Go tell your own word that Steve Culture said it. Making music is so easy. I'm gonna play my tracks for my friends and they all say, wow, you used to be sharp, but you're much sharper now. You wanna know how? Because I got the beat to make you rock. And I got the boom sound to make it pop. And when it's all, I never wanna stop. The one you're gonna take you to the top. Because I got the beat to make you rock. And I got the boom sound to make it pop. And when it's all, I never gonna stop. The one you're gonna take me to the top. True man, yo, the people of the vibes and the beat and the energy. Everywhere we play, people always admire we. Buying up our CDs, coming to our party. Tell we how much you love our style and our energy. Everywhere in the world, that's Stevie Culture go. People want me to stay, they don't want me to go. Them screaming, shouting out for more, backing up the dance floor. Always need an encore, because I came to make you rock. I got the boom style to make it pop. And when I start, I never wanna stop. The one you're gonna take me to the top. Because I got the beat to make you rock. Got the boom sound to make it pop. And when I start, I never gonna stop. The one you're gonna take me to the top. Yo, when the beat start bouncing, people start jumping. Hear the beat and you got to do something. Even the baby in the crib start bouncing. Rocking the stadium, the bar and the club sing. I'm gonna drop the wickedest sound. Make them know that we're the best around town. Everywhere we go, we just tear things down. Who tell them say, yo, 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 we say we tougher than steel, tougher than rock. Concrete tough, but we tougher than that. Tough to the core, tough to the mat. Not backing down, cause we don't take chat. Move out of the way when the trail is on the track. Cause anytime we start, yo, we never gonna stop. We rock them from to straight up to head top. Rasta said that you know. Because we got the beat to make you rock. And we got the drums and we make it pop. When we start, we not stop. We're gonna take you to the top. We got the beat to make you. We got the beat to make you. Got the beat to make you.
We've got the groove. Yeah, man. We're gonna make them send out of them shoes. So wicked people get confused. The system we refuse. Test the Rasta man, you know, you are gonna lose. You're gonna lose. You hear the news? Stevie Culture is back. And I am too. Love we are promoting. For sure. Promote what you love. Don't bash what you hate. Promote what you love. Love we are promoting. For sure. Greetings, beautiful people. Janik, your host of Motivation Academy, live and direct, tubing in officially on this, I don't know what day are we today. And the nonsense, what day are we? What they say it is Wednesday, I think, is it? Wednesday, I think today, eh? Yeah, on this beautiful Wednesday. First light. I don't like to say morning. All kinds of words that don't fit anymore. I have to find other better words for describing my reality. True man, promoting the infinite good of the mind. Awesome track. Send the wicked out of them shoes. Yeah, man. That's what we need to do. You know, the more we're gonna bring, because they're very unconscious. So you don't fight unconsciousness with unconsciousness. We've got to become somewhat aware and conscious of what's going on. If we want to change it, like if we want to change the vibe on Earth, we got to become conscious and aware. I think it's a very good start as people. We're not crayons in a box, like I said. We are the people. It's up to us. Do you want to change? Do you want it to change? You're going to start being the change. That's what it is. And again, being the change, not because I come here to save the plain Earth. I can barely save myself. I can barely save myself, and like I say all the time, it's to. I think first the focus more and more should be put on love and connection. Love and connection, connecting with each other without that freaking egotistic shit coming in the forefront. Often that's what happens when you connect with people. There's lots of ego involved. It's hard sometimes to even talk to people. So, if we can talk to each other, but we want to raise the kundalini and open the third eye, but we can talk to our neighbor. We want to open the third eye, raise the kundalini and all that stuff, the living vegan on flat earth, but we don't talk to our neighbor. I don't know, is it me, or maybe I'm too extremist or too radical, but I think that's the situation. We focus on stuff that is not we focus, but we focus too far in advance. I think we should focus on the here and now, creating connection, be more kind, talk to each other, just networking with each other, and this way we can elevate the frequency. It's up to you and me. It's up to you and me to elevate that frequency. And when I say you and me, it's you and you. It's all of you and me. That's it. It's not just no man is an island. I cannot just take the whole world on my shoulder and whoa, I'm raising the frequency. Doesn't work that way. I would like it. I would like it when I was younger. I had the impression that I could change the world. I was always like that. I was always thinking that I'm gonna change the world. I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna do something but you fall into dormancy. At one point, you forget your dreams. It's like maybe you go too much to school and they break your wings or something. I don't think nothing much in the time to rise and shine. Salut Mario. Yeah, nothing is really there to really build wings. No? The eagle wings, Mario. I like that stuff. Yeah, I love it. It's a very good way of thinking. Live like an eagle. Let your life be guided like you live like an eagle. And the shit is falling, for sure. The rain is falling. The rain of Babylon is falling. So what are we going to do? Go into shelter? Hide from the rain? It's either you dance in the rain. Some people, what Bob had a quote, he said, some people like to feel the rain. Some just feel the rain, others get wet. But it's time to get wet now. It's time to get wet, and maybe not so wet. Maybe wet in a way. If you stay under the rain, don't go into a shelter. That's what it means. Stay in the rain or fly above it. But I think it's better that we take our life to fly above it, because if you stay in the rain, you stay within the overlay. Like we have to rise above that overlay, above love, above hate, about everything that we talk about. We have to rise above all this and fly high over the overlay to really spread our wings, and maybe more people will start spreading their wings, and one day we'll fly high and we'll change the vibe here. I think it's possible. If we can imagine it, we have imagined all kinds of horror shit, evil shit with this world. Why don't we start imagining heaven on earth? Why don't we start manifesting heaven on earth instead of hell on earth? But right now, mankind is manifesting, I think, a bit of both. Because if not, we would probably not be here if all those maniac evil people would have took over the world completely with their evil vibes. There's still lots of good vibes flowing. I think the majority, I think it's I see the evil, the wicked people, they're not in majority. So the vibes, it's just that we are unaware. We are unaware, first of all, that the world we live in is not totally as we've been told. The world we live in is not necessarily as we're told. Just that should be a turning point, a wake-up call for you. Hello, you've been lying. You're not where you think you are. That should be a boom right there, a wake-up call. And Now it's after that. That's I think that's really the marking point where you start empowering yourself is when you raise your awareness. Definitely, definitely. Come on, you want to talk to the world, you have to know about the world. Like that was my number one priority. I said, okay, if I go talk to the world, I gotta know a little bit more. Like I gotta raise my awareness. Not knowing to feed the ego, but the awareness. The awareness has to expand because all the motivational speakers, that's what they talk about also. There might not, they deliver the message as they deliver it, but the message is it's pretty much the same as wake up. Wake up. I was going to say, wake the hell up. Wake up. No, that's it. Yeah, I'll always love the eagle too. I love to see them fly. They're so majestic with the big wings. And often they don't even flap their wings. They just glide. Glide, I think. Glide. Plane. Can't say plan. Glide, I think. In the air. Yeah. Oh, it's wonderful. That's what it is. We have, I think every animal on earth has something for us to teach us, and that's what we're going to talk about. If PT come back from the jungle or we do another one in the jungle, I don't know when is it going to be. I contacted him. I want to read his book too. He has a book out, and I want to read it, and we're going to reason with the book and the stuff he wrote in there. So no, I'm gonna contact him again today. See what PT is up to in the jungle in India. Yeah, great man. I like him. I like him vibes. He's very pure. His art is pure and true, and you can feel that. And even if like even him, he has raised his awareness also. His awareness expand because I watched some of his video when he's been talking about stuff that he's not really talking about today, that he changed this, like the whole cosmos shit, planetary nonsense that we're fed. Like he changed his mind on that. He raised his awareness, realized that, hey, whoa, when probably at the same time of all of us, that when we realize that when the lies, it's not that the lies have been so much exposed. I think that the lies always been there. Like they've been lying to us for a long time. But I think it's the internet probably. Internet is helping a lot to bring them to daylight. Yeah, bring them to daylight. The wicked people. The wicked people are being brought to daylight because of our awareness raising. And again, it's not because I have attained Christ consciousness. I have lots of work to do, but at least I'm more aware than I was before. And I know the world I live in is not what I've been told. So just that it puts a smile on my face all the time, because knowing everything and all this takes out all the freaking mystery from life. Like you think you know everything, and it's joke connaissant, comme il dit. Yeah, the voice of an eagle, especially when there is an echo, is awesome. Yeah. And you see them a lot where you are in British Columbia. If you go in the mountains, then you hear them. You hear their quand t'entends ces cris, comment tu dis ça, the voice. The voice, when you hear their voice inside the mountain and it resonates, it is powerful. It is powerful. And they can even lift big animals. The big eagle, they will come down and lift animals and stuff. They're very powerful bird. Very inspiring. The animal kingdom has a lot to inspire us. Look at the lion. How many of us are taking the lion as a symbol, and everything as just like the turtle, slow down. That's what it means. The turtle tells us to slow down. The everything has something to teach us, I think, in the animal kingdom, and is related some way to us. Like we all have the heart of a lion, but we live as mice. We can all portray ourselves and make an example of our life with the animals. That's what I find. That's why I have no problem comparing myself with an animal. And like I said the other day, I have no problem comparing myself with an animal or anything like that. I respect the animals. I don't eat them, and I don't. I love animals, so I have no problem with that at all. No, and the voice of an eagle, yeah, especially when, that's awesome. That's what you said. Yeah. And in British Columbia, there's a lot of eagles. Here, not so much. I might have seen maybe, I think I've seen one or two last year in the summer when it gets hot. Maybe they're more present, but it's not something. Commonly, I see like blue jays and red cardinal and rouge gorge, and the usual birds. But eagles, it's a pretty, like, it's when you see an eagle, you like, it's not a phenomenon you see every day. It's like a rainbow. You don't see a rainbow every day unless you create them like PT does. But other than that, it's not a phenomenon you see every day. So when you see an eagle, I'm always impressed. I'm always in awe. Yeah. And especially, now that, if you relate more, if you're more connected to the source, relate more to the source, you're going to relate a lot more to the animals also. That's why you look at animals after and you make great sense of their wings and stuff, and even the snake and there's so many. But I think we're ignoring a lot of what life gives us, the surrounding, because we have like blinders. We're like blind to reality, first of all. So we have blinders, so we don't look too much around and in the environment and realize that, hey, there's beautiful animals and they could teach us like something great. For sure. Even ants can teach. Even ants. That's what I'm saying. When you look at the animal kingdom, I prefer kingdom. Arthur would be like, kingdom. Yeah, kingdom. And when you look at the, they can teach us so much stuff. Like the elephant and the biggest, and especially what they teach me a lot is the biggest animal, the strongest, are all vegetarian. And even in their fake reality, the biggest dinosaur were vegetarian. So, it's not, you don't become strong and healthy eating dead flesh. The biggest gladiator, what I've heard, when I did some research, I came across this, but the gladiators back in the days were fed on quinoa, potato, rice, and starch, and a lot of and they were very, very healthy. They were not eating dead flesh before doing a combat. Anyway, I don't think it's a good... and most athletes are taking very good care of their diet. At one point, when you become conscious of your body and you use it, you want to preserve it. Like, that's the same thing for me. I'm using my body. That's my vehicle. If I cannot have a good body, a technology available, how am I going to have energy? So I realize I have to preserve it. But we have to realize we've got so much to learn and to know that life is worth living. That's what I mark. That life is worth living, for sure. Life is worth living a great deal. If man live community like the ants and bees, and the bees too, what a beautiful thing it would be. Exact. When we look, that's why I'm saying sometimes we think we're all this conscious beings, and we can be very conscious, but I mean the masses asleep. And when you realize, you look around and you look at bees, ants, and cats, and dogs, and how they live and how they behave. Wow. Telling you, my dog, she's very, very affectionate, and she has lots of love in her heart, and that's all she has to give us is love. All the animal, all they have is love. But us, we're so crabby and impatient that we ruin all this sometimes. Our impatience will ruin the love, will ruin the good vibes, will and our twisted mind, our twisted mind, twisted art, manic art, twisted mind and manic art will ruin the love. So we gotta become very, unless you want a life of, like if personal mastery is not one of your aim, for sure you're probably gonna sit in front of the TV and eat hot dogs and drink Pepsi. Probably gonna be your number one activity, or watching the Super Bowl or the hockey games or shit to lobotomize you into a passive state, into a numb state that you don't give a fuck who you are and what's going on in the world, and you just become absorbed by distraction. That's what's happened. That's what happened to me. That was my own experience. Absorbed by distraction, totally. Man, once you let go of all this nonsense, you get a greater vibe. You get a greater vibe for sure. And what is the aim? Is personal mastery for sure. My goal in life is really to master my mind, master what I think, master what goes through my thoughts at every time during the day, so I can become very positive, like a positive magnet. Have a very, very powerful magnetic aura or something like that. And yeah, be like a magnet of good vibes. Because I know I can give it. I know that's my job here. But I know what's my job. I know what's my work that I have to do. My mission is very clear. Very clear, but I have to also make it reality each and every day, so it's when opportunity presents itself, usually it's work. After, you got to be ready to put in the work, and not so much. It's not a work that will demand you to so much to stretch and sweat and stuff. Like I said yesterday, don't sweat the small stuff. It's all small stuff. But we sweat the small stuff, and then we panic. We think we're gonna freaking die because we talk to the world, or come on, we're so immature. Mature people should open their mouth and let their voice be heard. That's what mature people should do. One day I decided to grow up, and I said, okay, I have a voice. I'm a man. I'm 40 years old. I have to do something. But all my stuff happened around that time. And now it's been a couple of years, a few years, but I'm still growing up. I want to keep growing with life and be in with life, not just sit in front of the TV and wait for my time to come. And come on. But that's the state we accept pretty much unless we wake up. We're going to be very, very much dead while we're alive. Like, I think that's stuff that has to die, and you have to bring back a higher vibe, bring back something more stronger, because you need it. I'm talking about your life. Your life depends on it. I'm not talking about freaking nonsense. I'm talking about your life and my life. It depends on the high vibe. The whether you're going to stay alive or you're going to exist depends on your vibration. Everybody exists. We're all existing. We're all here, all in the same boat existing, but not too many of us. We all have the responsibility, but we don't take it. That's the thing also. The responsibility is there. Don't tell me you cannot respond to any situation. You have a freaking body, a mind, a brain. You can respond to anything, but we just don't take it. So there's other people taking, they have responsibility and they take it. And then they turn it into their freaking nightmare game that we have. So if one day we want to move out this, because the nightmare is the overlay. I mean, for me, I don't wake up in a nightmare each and every day because I'm not in that overlay anymore. Like I'm flying like an eagle over it. Really, that's how I see myself every day. Like I wake up very, very powerful every day. And I don't feel like a mice. I feel like really a lion, and like I say, I relate a lot to animals all the time to express my feelings, how I feel. And that's what it is. That's maybe because when you reach that state of mind, that's really what's inside you. You know, it's that lion heart that you living like an eagle and all that stuff that comes out of you. I don't know how to explain it too much. I'm explaining you that in my own words, but yeah. Sometimes I wish, that's why I'm here also, to practice my vocabulary. That's why I read a lot. I want to have more vocabulary in English. The richer your vocabulary, the richer your life. That's for sure. Language is, yes, it's a tool to program us, but I also give it a lot of importance because this is what I use every day to talk to you guys, to process my life. I have to speak. So I want to have the maximum words possible, and empowering words. And, you know, I want to really, because first of all, it's not my language, but it's pretty similar to French. So I think of the word in French and I just got to think of it in English. But you got to read for that. Me, I put a lot of importance on reading and stuff. So I have a richer vocabulary because I know the richer vocabulary I have will give me a richer life, for sure. Rich. I'm rich in love, rich in life already, but rich in vibration because the words have vibration. When you speak them, they have vibration. I can feel them. So a good word has a good vibration, you know, makes us feel good, for sure. We know the power of words. One life, make it count. Jay, my brother. Boom! Live and direct from China. Yeah. He's there. A rendezvous from China. So mission is to better ourselves and spread the love. Exactly. That's our responsibility. When I talk about responsibility, this is what it is. It's to spread the love. Like, you know, Jay is in China. He's going to affect the people around him. You're in Plattsburgh. You're going to affect people around. Like, I cannot touch everybody's art. But if each and every one of us, a bit here and there, take responsibility and start spreading the love and the news, and the news also, spread the news, very important. It's good to spread the love, but with the love come truth. So you have to speak truth. If you want to spread the love, you have to speak truth. And the love is not on the side of the lies and the nonsense. So there's a lot of spreading the love for me is big. It's not just something, I decide to spread love. No, I have to associate truth with it. And the truth, it's you. It's you, the truth inside of you. There's truth in what you do, what you are, and what you say. But you have to say it. If you don't say it, if you don't let the meditation of your heart be the words from your mouth, what's going to happen? Nothing. So let it out. Our voices must be heard. That's for sure. We all have voices. And we can all inspire each other to stay on track, sometimes life is challenging sometimes, and it's challenging with our mental state. It's our mental state that is challenged. It's a mental game. Hello? Hello? It's a mental game for sure. Everybody knows. So it's our mental state. It's our subconscious that is attacked. Just go to the store. Just go to the grocery market of hell and tell me your subconscious is not attacked. Check all the colors in there, all the right things, the packaging, hey, come on. But I've never really seen it like that. Because you're like in trance and you don't ask questions, not even that. I never question colors, signs, symbols, like completely in trance. Like we don't care. My experience, I've never questioned that stuff. Always work, do my stuff. Pay my bills, distraction. That hockey was important. Hockey was important for me. So much. Takes so much place in my life. It's crazy. Today I look at it. That's why I'm not afraid sometimes to tell you I live my life like an idiot, because I never took responsibility. Don't be a fool. Take responsibility. That's my advice to you. You're going to feel a lot better. If you haven't yet, because some of you are already big time in action. So, but those who need to take responsibility really need to take it. Really, one life, make it count too. Yeah, for sure. They're never gonna send you back. Not in this. I don't know if you ever even come back, or like all that stuff is far from my mind a lot, because I'm here and I have to do something here, right, with the flesh experience and stuff. So just, you know, raising the vibe and all that stuff is already a big work. It's a big work all the time. Like, you gotta focus. So I focus in the now. Yeah, man. And I make this life count. But you have to learn that life is worth living. Pretty much all that stuff we have to learn to spread our wings to. Learn to spread our wings. Learn to raise our voice, to lift our voice for the truth, for things that really matters, not dumb shit like distraction and politics and all the nonsense of this overly illusion world we're in. Like, it's much over that. But we have to raise that voice. We have to, for sure. It's part of the plan. You know, lifting our voice is part of the divine plan. You have a voice. You've been given a biological equipment and you have a voice. So it's part of the divine plan to, like, activate it, people. Yeah. You haven't been given a voice to shut up, right? My voice doesn't exist because I have to shut up. No, I can do something. I can be very, very positive, very energetic, and all this comes out in your voice. So you feel that in the voice of people, the energy that, and you feel it from me for sure. Me, I'm very expressive with my voice, with my face, but that's what we have to be. The energy, that's where it is. That's where you feel it. You know, it's important. A lot of things are very important. I've been looking at words with beginning and conclude. That English is very confusing. Now we question everything. Oh yeah, very, very confusing. English, it's and but it's there also to confuse people a little bit. Like, it's the programming behind the words, and it's the same word having the same sound but different meaning. Like, it's very and it's very subliminal. It's very subliminal, and it's very in the subconscious, because I have never questioned anything in English. Like, I was just speaking the word. Most people just speak the words. They don't question the words. They just speak them. So that's the matrix we have. That's why we have some kind of a matrix overlay operating in this world, because people just are parrots. They just repeat. They don't question. They just repeat. They're like robot parrots. So the overlay gets perpetuated by unconscious, unaware people that just repeat like parrots. If you knew how much stuff I see on social media of people, like yesterday, I seen something. They posted a video on Unilad, which is a pretty big thing on Facebook. There's pretty big. Looks like government run or something. Babylonian people in there. But yeah, there was a guy. They call him a flat earther. Right at start, the label. Oh, he's a flat earther. Like, so nonsense. But I see the guy in there, and the guy is just repeating the same garbage he heard from other people on YouTube. Like I've seen it. Like, none of what he was saying was coming from himself. Nothing of what he was saying was coming from his own experience. He was repeating stuff from Eric Dubé, from this, from that, and he apparently, I seen the ego being boosted in there and that, because he said, oh, the sun functioned like this. Like, he was giving us explanation on everything about reality. Like, he knew everything. Who knows? Huh? That's it. That's why I'm saying, with this flat earth thing, you can get lost so much. It's just another reality given to you. Be very, very careful. Use scrutiny, question everything, and don't just repeat like parrots. But that's what we do, even with this new reality we given to us with this flat earth stuff. Like, it's very, very much to program you, to keep you again, to control what you think. If they control what you think, they don't need to control your action. They don't need to bring someone at your door to control you. They know what you think is freaking bullshit, so they control you. They don't need people. They don't watch you with Big Brother and shit like that. They control your fucking mind. You think they need to fucking follow you in the store with your credit card, and you think they waste time on this? Come on. Give me a break. Everybody is a freaking sleep like zombie living dead, and they make fun of you. You think they're gonna have to go on camera and control you? That's all freaking nonsense. All nonsense. I don't buy that. Me, I don't buy it. Anyway. You want to buy that stuff, you want to be in fear that people are watching you, and it's your choice, but I don't give in to that kind of stuff. I think it's just so delusional that the state we're in. Anyway. Oh, Cappy is here. Voice is window to the soul, heart and mind. Yeah, le français est plus facile pour moi. And I went to English school. We're supporting the construct. Yeah, we are supporting this construct ourselves. That's why awareness is very important to raise and to bring into our life, being more aware, because that's what we do. We just energize the construct and the overlay and all the nonsense and the rituals, and then we go and complain. And then we start complaining and whining like babies. It's so crazy. And we don't want to grow up. We never want to see reality. On veut jamais voir la réalité en face. Il y en a bien gros du monde là, pour voir la réalité en face. Oublie ça. Là. Tabarnache, man. Good luck pour lui faire voir de quoi. Là, fait que, faut s'ouvrir les yeux, chacun de notre côté. Là. Moi, je me suis ouvert les yeux dans la vie. I opened up my eyes, and I realized that I've had a lot of work to do on myself first, because I was very unaware, very much confused. And today, the confusion has cleared pretty much, because that's what it does. It's a reflection of your growth. If you're confused, embrace it. Don't freak the fuck out. Don't freak the fuck out if you're confused with what I'm telling you today. If you have never heard anything like that, it's just you're growing. You're raising your awareness that there's other stuff in life than hockey, football, and chicken wings. Life is much more than that. Life is much more than a box or a computer or life happens in nature. Life happens outside in nature, not inside our boxes. And a part of it happened here, because that's where probably we find. But you're going to find great people on YouTube. Like I told Ferdinand yesterday, he wrote me a message. He said I should wear a nice button-up shirt, white button-up shirt with what he said. I liked his comments. He said you should wear a white button-up shirt and let your hair loose and let your aura flow. And he said you're good, brother. He said you're good, something like that. But he said also I should. He said, oh, you should stop smoking weed. Live on YouTube, he said it's not very motivating for me. He said you're great, but he said I can't watch you smoke weed for 20 minutes long. I'm like, okay, yeah, I think like anyway, what I do is what I do. Like, I might not be smoking weed on YouTube all my life. I'm growing also, and but I don't hide it. I don't. It's not something, and it's something I do like. So it doesn't stop me from living, like from raising my vibe and my kundalini and my all my stuff. Like I raise, and cannabis never been a problem. For some people, it could have been a problem in their life. They might have associated cannabis with stuff or fill the void with cannabis, but it's not. I don't feel void. I don't feel void. I don't use substance to fill the void. I use YouTube to fill the void. I use YouTube and connection and love and all this to fill the void. I think it's much better than substance, isn't it? But Godefroy, Gravel, Activate Minds. Ben oui, Godefroy, c'est juste ça qu'on a besoin, activer notre esprit. C'est juste ça qu'on a besoin. And to catch everything I say, you just need to activate your mind. It's not very hard. Like, it's to look around and realize all the stuff you're programmed with, and then, hey, whoa. Can I think for myself? Can I just have a thought for myself before I freaking die? Have you ever have a thought for yourself? Like I said, I seen this guy, this flat earther guy, and repeat, just like a parrot, the same nonsense. Like, me, I don't buy anything. Me, I look at life very mysteriously, and I don't I don't want to know. Honestly, I don't want to know because but I want to know. I want to, if I come to have the experience, but I will know just by having the experience myself. And when am I going to get to the sun? I'm going to burn my ass if I get there. And the moon, I'm going to probably freeze. So how am I going to get there? Unless I have a super jet like propulsion. So I know that I will probably never know. And that's okay. That's okay. Makes me smile. Brings a smile to my face each and every day. And more joy. Just more joy. More joy, more presence, more awe. More awe. You know, when I see a butterfly, I'm all impressed. I'm all... and I appreciate love more the moments and the time that I have here, because I can be gone anytime. Life is very unpredictable. So you got to do something now. Got to do something now. That's what I told myself. I got to do something now. Whoa, enough wasting time. Enough wasting time. You are so right about baby land. Oh, yeah, and peoples are taking... Yeah. Ça saute aux yeux quand on... Oh, yeah. But when you don't know, it's the thing, Godefroy, là, is that I've said it often, is people don't know that they don't know that they don't know. So can you blame them? Can I blame I can only put the blame on myself for not seeing things that I see today. But I had complete, like, you're completely unaware. You don't question, you don't... If you have parents that are unaware also, not very conscious and unaware, and like, there's good chance that you just fall into the stuff. And even me, like being a teenager, I sense some stuff being weird. Like, I was sensing a bit the Babylon system, and that Bob put it in my head also, Babylon. So, you know, I was like, I knew there was some kind of system, but if you don't question even that, like, you can be very, very much... Even me, I had a reggae influence when I was younger, very, very strong reggae influence with Bob Marley, and I didn't see it. So imagine if you have no inspiration at all, you're stuck in a robotic state over, and man, you might never question anything in your life. That's why we have the world we have, because there's no questioning. There's no looking at ourselves and see the true reflection of who we are. Like, we don't want to see that. We prefer, like, and we don't know that we are living a lie. So, but once you know it, like you say, once you know it, it comes very clear. Once you are being aware of the fact that you're lied to on everything, you start to look around and want to find some kind of joy. You know, that's what happened to me, and the power and all that. Yeah. Not many people have original thought. Yeah, when you question and have original thought, family and friends get concerned. Yeah, that's why I prefer do this here on YouTube. I do this with you because honestly, I can't, like, even when I go out, I so shift. I so shift because people are... If you're ready, the teacher will appear. When the students are ready, the teacher will appear. And when I seen something, I think it's you, Mario, that posed that. When the students are ready, the teacher will appear. And when the student are made or something, the teacher will disappear. Or when... something like that. I don't know, remember the quote, but I know for sure that when you're ready, a teacher will appear. And that's going to be divine vibration organization. Like, it's more than just an overlay thing. Like, it's very divine. If you seek, you will find. And people will come on your path. Life wants you to win. So if you search hard enough, you'll find. You'll find yourself. That's the first step. Everything else is bonus. Find yourself. Stay with yourself, and everything else will be bonus. But find yourself. That's one of the main challenge you have here. That was one of my main challenge, and still today, is I'm just scratching the surface of my potential. So when I say find yourself, is actualizing your potential. That's what I'm talking about. Not talking about just, oh, I look at myself in the mirror. No, actualize your potential. Ha! That's another thing. But that's what we need to do. We don't need to be dormant with life. We need to actualize our potential. I have lots of potential. You too. I can learn anything. I can do anything if I put my mind to it. Like I can watch any amount of TV shows if I put my mind to it. But that's what people do. TV shows after TV shows after. They waste time, and not only wasting time, but being programmed at the same time. Isn't it freaking bad? Pretty bad, eh? We're wasting our time on dumb shit, but that dumb shit is programming us to have a dumb life. It's pretty much what it is. Eh? Not bad, dumb life. But if you're dumbed down, pretty much your life will be having that ripple effect. There's good chance. Eh? I'm hearing sound. Oh no. We got a heart full of love.
That's what we got to give. Oh, yeah. Sing. I got a heart full of love, and that's what I have to give. I'm gonna just erase all the hate and stop being negative. If we have a heart full of love, then that's what we all should give. We all should just erase all the hate and stop being negative. Eh, first, we have to start loving each other. Treat everyone that we meet like a brother. Stop fussing and fighting against each other. Stop using your gun and shooting you one another. We got to learn to be more kind. Erase the envy, hate, and bad mind. And stop acting as if you're blind. So if you have a heart full of love, that's what you all should give. We gotta just erase all the hate and stop being negative. If we have a heart full of love, then that's what we all should give. We got to learn to erase all the hate and stop being negative. Hey, wickedness not gonna put you nowhere. We have to learn to stop being unfair. Start love and start care. Find yourself with a lot. It's time to start share. You gotta show love to your brother. You gotta have a little heart for your sister. It's time for humans to start loving each other. So if I have a heart full of love, then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start to learn to erase all the hate and stop being negative. If I've got a heart full of love, that's what I'm gonna give. I'm gonna just erase all the hate and stop being negative. Hey, come here. Love where we want in the world. Spread it to every man, woman, boys and girls. That run down diamond and stop worship girl. Because all those things are just things of the world. Hey, you need one another to survive. Without each other, then we not gonna stay alive. You got to end the violence and end all the strife. Stop hurting each other with the guns and on the knives. So if you have a heart full of love, then that's what you ought to give. You got to learn to erase all the hate and stop being negative. My heart is full of love, and that's what I'm gonna give. I'm gonna just erase all the hate and stop being negative. One love.
Yeah, I'm coming. Hold on. I have to take care of Kilo now. Yeah, she got big. Yeah. Rise and shine, tout le monde. Salut, Mario. Why is it held for review? Why does it say that? The first time I see this. That's weird. Message hold for review in the chats. First time I see that. The programming is often subtle. Very subtle. J'ai vu les traces d'un écureuil dans la neige qui avait la forme d'un cœur. Exact. Exact. You know, when you start to be not only in tune with yourself, but in tune with reality, you're going to see all kinds of signs. I see signs all the time around. I see signs everywhere. And if you pick up those signs, it will empower you for sure. We were talking about that, Cappy, the other day, the signs. And it's very, very true. Be in tune with the moment and present, observant. You're going to see all kinds of signs. For sure, they're going to appear like crazy. And I would tell you something, your head would spin. Something happened lately and very, very, very weird. Very weird. And I don't know, I'm just like trying to find a reason why and trying to find link or signs in the, I don't know, I can't find it. But yeah, no, sometimes you're gonna have stuff happening that it's gonna be really weird. But I think it's more because your mind is getting sharper. Your mind is being sharpening. Your mind is becoming sharp, and you're just having more frequency, more vibe, more. Hold on, I'll go bring her in. Are you done now? Get there. Get there, man. Get there. Fais ton pipi? Viens, t'as fait ton pipi? Ok, get there. Go on your couch. Go on your couch. You're good. Stay there. I'm fine. I'll be there soon. Kelowna. Yeah. So that's it. It's me, Janik. It was me. It's still me. Yeah, if you walk through life, you will not see the sign. When you are aware, there are so many signs. And signs that tells you keep going, keep knocking, keep on knocking, keep on knocking because life is worth living. Keep on knocking. But you got to know that life is worth living. So take great action, have a great vision. Think big, you'll be big. Think big, you become big. That's for sure. So, and don't sleepwalk through life. Exactly. Don't sleepwalk through life. Feel the life. Feel the vibe. Oh, here's Kelowna. Oh, she's there. Kelowna, you say hi? Huh? Hold on. Let's try something here. Here. Oh, you see her good now. Red is red there. She loves the Poochie. You say hi? Kelowna? Hey. Hey, mon petit cœur. Yeah, t'es-tu mon petit cœur? Ben oui, t'es mon petit cœur, hein? Mais oui, t'es mon petit cœur. Kelowna, le petit cœur. There she is. Oh, she decided to go lie down on the other spot. She's rolled up like a cinnamon bun. That's what I call her, my cinnamon bun. Yeah. Oh, no, she's adorable. I love her so much, too. She's so great. And I walk her outside. She doesn't pull. She's walking at my knee. Very well behaved. I'm doing but I think it's her temper, too, but I'm doing a good job with her. I'm putting a bit of time in it, too, into educating her. And so she walks good and that. And I bring her in the field. Like, I have a big... I live in farmer village. So there's lots of lands and fields and stuff and cornfields, and they're all frozen now. And there's like a little bit of snow, so we can walk in the field. And she comes with us in the big cornfield, and she walks all over the place. She runs like crazy. She's gonna be very athletic, like strong, and lots of muscle. I want to give her a good dog life. I want to give her a good dog life. I want to, that's what we're here for. Take care of those little creatures and the best we can, and show them maximum love. So that's what I do with her. Yeah, I love her. She's great. She's great. So that's it. Ha! Poochie is in the house. You see, Red is there. Poochie. You saw Poochie? Poochie's getting big. Yeah, she's a beautiful girl. Oh yeah, I love her. I call her my queen. I whisper sweet nothings in her ears all day. She must find me so annoying. That's what my wife said. Stop annoying her. Because I whisper sweet nothing, I go give her little kisses in the neck, and then she wakes up in the morning, and she comes in my neck and she gives me little kisses and lick me. And she licks our eyes for us to wake up. She licks our eyes, and then until we wake up, and then no, she's very good. There's caretakers of the earth, exactly. Caretakers of the earth, exactly. So that's it. A dog's life, yeah. Exact. Yeah. She loves it. Yeah. And I make her little beans too. Look what I make her. I make her my homemade snack. Now I made her some dehydrated green beans. I take the green beans and I pass them through my dehydrator. And and me too, I like it. That's better than chips, if you ask me. I found an alternative to my freaking chips that I love. Dehydrated green beans. Magnificent. The taste is awesome. You just take the beans, no salt in me. I don't salt them or nothing. No? Just nature. It's so good for you too. And you get the benefits of green food. And just to snack when I go out with her. Like today, I'll go out and I'll eat the whole container with her in the field. We'll just eat our beans, and that's our snack. And it's very good. And I think you can probably dehydrate them in the oven also if you don't have a dehydrator. And they're cheap beans. Sometimes, look, she is. You want a little bean? She loves them. She loves the beans. Want another one? C'est bon, hein? Ben oui, that's good stuff. So, dehydrated green beans, like I said, very good. Yeah. No, bones from the butcher, no. Not really. I'm gonna keep her on the. Her breed is we have the huge snap peas here in China all year round. They will. Yeah, exactly. That's it. Those big snap peas, there are a lot in China. I'm telling you, man. If you don't have a dehydrator, or you can make them probably in the oven. It's the same thing at low temperature for a while. It's just the dehydrator is better. There's a fan in it, but you can probably snack on those like this. It's very good. I'm telling you, I love them. And no salt, nothing, just the beans. But me, when you detox, you don't have craving for those tastes so much, the salts and stuff. You want another one? C'est ma belle. Je l'aime ça, les petites beans, and it's very good for her for her health. I made her that, and I made her sweet potato. I take sweet potato and I dehydrate it. I make like big, a quarter-inch thick, at least a good quarter-inch, and a big piece. And I give her that, and she loves the sweet potato. Yeah, sweet potato, beans. What did I make her? The pumpkin, dehydrated pumpkin. Yeah, it's all very good. No, she doesn't have bones and stuff from meat and no. Because you know the dog, if you feed her blood and stuff, that's what she sees you as someone eating. You know, and I want her to feel good vibes. So I feed her apples. Apples she loves. Raisins, beans, kale. I gave her all kinds of stuff. She loves all the veggies, and her poo is very good. Very good poo, consistent. No problem. No runny stuff so she's very. I want to keep her on good health. Her health is my responsibility, not hers. So I'll make sure that she grows up like a healthy dog. Good puppy, eh? Yes, we love you, Kelowna. You're such a good girl. Your daddy love you so much. You're such a good girl. Yeah. Oh, she's so great. She's beyond great. Look, she's there. Soon we'll have her, I think, more often in here when I talk to you. It's just, I think I gotta get her used to it. Maybe start slowly. Maybe what we'll do, then tomorrow I'll keep her here because it's like I have 2 floors. I have 2 floors in my house, and I'm at the bottom floor, so I'll keep her here with me. I might be stopping a bit at the beginning to take care of the dog, but eventually we'll have her sitting on the couch pretty much the whole talk. We'll work on it. Yeah, vegetarian Kelowna. Yeah. But vegetarian is just the food she eats, but we feed her like good food. I think not the Purina dog chow, obviously. I try not to if possible. Yeah, that's it. She raises vibe even more. Yeah, that's it. No, it's good. She's such a good pup. Look at her. She's all sleepy on the couch. And she's very, very good. I love her. Overall, she's greater than great. She brings lots of joy, lots of, that's what I find they bring dogs. They brings lots of joy and happiness in the moment. And, they're always happy to see you. And I love dogs. I always did. Always did love dogs. Okay, so big up Jay, big up Red, all of you, Cappy, Mario. Who is there also? Godefroy, sans oublier Godefroy, mon ami de Montréal. Suzanne de Ann Arbor, Michigan. A2. And beautiful Sam. Yeah. My bro. Voyons, j'ai un blanc de mémoire. Jason, pas Jason. Voyons, j'ai un blanc de mémoire. I hate that. No, you have a. Voyons, hey, j'ai un blanc de mémoire. C'est quoi cette affaire-là? Not Jason. Pourquoi j'ai Jason à cause de J, peut-être? Justin. Bon, I knew there was a J. Justin. I was close. Justin. That's it. Sorry, man. Blanc de mémoire. There's lots of some of you guys' names I remember very well, but sometimes I have to we keep our dogs on a vegetarian diet. Also, they thrive on it for sure. Oh no, they love it. They thrive on it and the beans and stuff, and they love it. Yeah. And she's gonna grow healthy with big muscle, and we'll get there. So much love, family. Thank you very much. Thanks for the community. Yeah, no problem. Me, it's a natural thing. We rise and shine. It's natural. It's got to become natural if it's not. So until next time I see you, have a wonderful, massive, uplifting day. And see you next time. I'm out. Tubing out. Officially tubing out. Janik, your host, Motivation Academy. Boom! Live and direct.